President Trump's tariffs are putting the U.S. economy at risk for both higher inflation and lower economic growth, moving us closer to a period of stagflation. In today's video, we're going to break down what stagflation is, why it's bad for the economy, and how close we are to it. Let's get into it. On this channel, I focus on forward-looking real estate analysis for the U.S. and regional markets, but the housing market doesn't operate in a vacuum, and what happens in the broader economy impacts real estate as well. As a professional economist and real estate agent, I'm able to bring you insights into both. Today, we're looking at the risk of stagflation in the U.S. economy. Broadly speaking, stagflation is a period of high inflation as well as low economic growth. It runs contrary to some economic theories because it can be a period where both inflation and unemployment can be high. In economics, there's something called the Phillips curve, which states that inflation and unemployment should have an inverse relationship. The traditional idea is that if inflation is high, it means the economy is heating up and unemployment should be low. But if inflation is low, then the economy is not doing well and unemployment would rise. So the idea that both inflation and unemployment would be high just doesn't fit with some traditional economic models. An example of stagflation in U.S. economic history would be in the 1970s. This is the period between 1970 and 1980. You can see here between 1973 and 1975, real GDP growth was very low or negative. Now let's add in inflation as measured by the CPI. Between 73 and 75, inflation was high while economic growth was low. This is stagflation. Let's see how the unemployment rate was doing at that time. You can see that over this time period, unemployment was on the rise. This is what makes stagflation so dangerous for the economy. You have a situation where people are losing their jobs and income, but at the same time, you have higher prices that keep heading higher. It's like a double gut shot to the average American and one of the worst economic situations you can get in. Now, the stagflation in the 70s was due in part to the 1973 oil crisis, where the price of oil in the U.S. increased nearly 300%. It was an extreme price shock that started it off. Fast forward to today, and we're facing another potential extreme price shock. President Trump's tariff policies have caused chaos in the stock market over the last week or so. And as of the production of this video, Trump has raised the tariff on Chinese imports to 145% in retaliation for their retaliatory tariffs. Even if we ignore all the other tariffs being placed on imports from other countries all over the world, a 145% tariff on all Chinese imports in the U.S. is an extreme price shock. How many things do you buy regularly that are stamped made in China? It's a lot. This can have ripple effects throughout the entire economy. It's not just the consumer goods that we purchase from China. There are also inputs into domestic manufacturing that come from China, which can then raise the price of domestically produced goods. The tariff on Chinese imports is so high right now that it is effectively a trade embargo, which can create supply shortages, which would also raise domestic prices. Right now, we are not in a period of stagflation, but the pieces are in motion to get us there. In our current situation, GDP is growing in line with historical averages, inflation has come down from historic highs, and unemployment is historically low. But what the price shock from a tariff trade war could do is send inflation higher, which can decrease consumption and economic growth, and then unemployment rises. It would be the kind of stagflation we saw back in the 1970s. It's not guaranteed that it will happen. After all, President Trump could back down from this trade war and make some deals with other countries to get rid of the tariffs. But if the tariffs stay in place for the next few years, or if tariffs go even higher, it could be the price shock that sends our economy into stagflation. But what do you think? Is Trump going to back down, or are the tariffs here to stay? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you want to stay on top of what is happening with the economy in the months ahead, and if stagflation is headed our way, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and hit that notification bell down below. I'll be releasing update videos on this topic as new data comes in each month. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button on your way out to support the channel and help it grow. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.